Like creepy at the same time.
Data on that so far, or do we not have enough yet?
We don't have enough data on whether or not it's blunts just breakthrough infections, although the original vaccines were really good at preventing serious disease, hospitalization, death. As people know, they weren't quite as good at stopping the enemy at the front gate, which is why some people even got this mild infection. That's the promise of the new bivalent vaccines, but we don't have enough data just showing whether how effective they're really going to be.
Okay, this is a question about pandemic fatigue. As a medical expert, how do you deal with the idea that many people in society just kind of feel like COVID is over?
Well, I think it's understandable why people feel that way. Even President Biden sort of ad-libbed, the pandemic is over. It was really just speaking from the heart because that's what we all want to feel. It's important, to celebrate when things are down like they are right now in the Bay Area, but it's important to just be flexible, not to throw away your mask, not to have mass burning parties in Ocean Beach on a bonfire, and to keep those tests going in the closet because we might need it later on. And I think mentally, just the idea that things may go up. If they go up, they'll be temporary. They'll come back down. And overall, we're in the right path, meaning that we're not seeing things that we did last year and definitely not 2 years ago. And every time we get a surge, the hospitals look better and better. But we just want to make sure that because infections are so disruptive to our lives, that we just look at the numbers like we look at the weather report. When it's sunny, you want to go to the beach, and when it's rainy, you stay inside, and if you go outside, you put on your protection like your raincoat and your umbrella.
This person would like to know if we have achieved herd immunity at this point, or if that's even a term we should be concerned about.
Well, I think people to invoke the idea that herd immunity was a possibility, but then we decided not to use that term so much, not because that idea isn't one that is useful, but because the variants were making it such that, even though we had immunity to one variant, that doesn't mean you have immunity to the other. But it depends on what say our herd immunity to serious disease is a thing. We're certainly getting there because, again, there's really a disconnect between how many cases we saw in the community to what I was seeing in the hospital. But again, that's where the new boosters are hopefully going to get us to, which is add in some extra, dessert, whipped cream on top to the